We are back with another Wuthering Waves video. We did playing Wuthering Waves, and I wanted to go a little bit more in depth with Cantarella. So I tested her on stream for about 3-4 hours, and she's a good unit. Cantarella is Havoc Gigi, and the great thing about this is at this very moment in time, Cantarella has some use. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, her team compositions are a little bit limited, but she is very easy to use. And also, she's not really needed at the moment, where the thing is, if you want to roll for waifu, you can fit her in a ton of comps. It's not the most optimal thing in the world, but she can fit in a ton of compositions. The one composition she really measures the most in, I should say, is Jinhsi, which I'll get to in a moment. So if you want to roll her, you shouldn't feel bad. And then the other side of it is, hey, listen, if you need Shorekeeper, you could absolutely easily skip Cantarella because they're not 1000% needed. So I want to break everything down for you real quick. Now, this isn't really necessarily a guide on Cantarella. Also, sidebar, if we hit 501 Twitch subs by April 27th, I will be oiling up on lads, just so you know. But anyways, not really a guide for Cantarella, but more of just like first impressions and kind of showing you some gameplay and obviously the most optimal team that I found her in, and as well as how to use her. But oh my great heavens, she is absolutely the most beautiful gacha character I think that's ever been created. Devious work. So when you look at it right now, this one has String Master. We're sitting at an 81/267, and so it is on the Havoc set. The Havoc damage triggering outro skills deals additional Havoc damage. Now, the thing with Cantarella is she honestly has a couple sets that she can use. Now, you could either use this, especially if you are running a Havoc team, which this account is actually running. They're running a Cantarella, Roshia, and Camellya. This team does work. It absolutely does function. It's not on the same level as Roshia, Camellya, Shorekeeper, right? But it still functions. So this set makes sense here. And it will obviously make more sense when her main DPS that is specifically made for her is going to come out. But so this artifact set absolutely works. You also can run Rejuvenating Glow. I mean, I wouldn't run Healing Bonus as the main stat, but you can run Rejuvenating Glow to get that extra attack because she is a healer. And then so she also has the capabilities of running Empyrean Anthem because of the coordinated attacks, as well as Moonlit. So the one thing that I can say is, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this, but like she has so many different potential uses where she's a weird, it's interesting because she doesn't fit perfectly into the meta anywhere yet, but at that same time, she still has a lot of universal use. So, you know, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting character, and I like the fact that they are providing alternatives for I went to the scene with no webcam. What the heck? I love that the fact that they're providing alternatives. And yeah, it's just really cool. So pretty much that. But TLDR for Kit, you know, you build up her Forte circuit, you heavy attack, you do 3 normals, you hit your E again, you get big damage. Her burst is going to give you coordinated attacks, and then you swap out to someone else, right? So her outro is going to give the Havoc damage amplification and then a resonant skill damage of 25% for 14 seconds. Now, when you look at this, the baseline, again, the first character and the best team composition she fits in at the moment is Jinhsi. And the reason why she fits Jinhsi the best is not only does that she have the, Jinhsi scaling with resonant skill damage, but she does give coordinated attacks, which is what's needed to build up Jinhsi's incandescence. So you look at that obviously works. You could run a Carlotta, but it's nowhere near as, I don't want to say optimal, but it doesn't feel as good. You're getting the maximum benefit from using Jinhsi because, unfortunately, Gigi was stolen because of Carlotta, right? So that's pretty much the basis around that. Now, obviously, you could run this mono, theme that I did. I actually ran this on stream, and we were able to clear the boss earlier. And then you could run that Jinhsi team. You can run Havoc Rover instead, but you're not really going to get much from that resonant skill damage cost. And you can run Donjin as Donjin, I'm talking, shut up. So you also could run Donjin because Donjin does a lot of resonant skill attacks. But yeah, we're mainly here to focus on Jinhsi, and I will showcase this as well, as again, it can work. So what I'm going to do is for Jinhsi, I'm going to take the Roshia Echoes. I'm going to swap them real quick. I'm going to put Camilla, oh my god, Camilla, excuse me, Cantarella on Moonlit, and then after that, I'm going to, you know, have Jinhsi. That's a crazy crit, by the way, 109 over 219, but this will work. It'll be fine. So this is the team composition. A quick TLDR is pretty much Shorekeeper is obviously going to give that 12% crit rate with the 24% crit damage. She's going to be used for the incandescence bot. She's going to get Jinhsi's incandescent up with 1 burst, and Jinhsi's obviously going to give you the 5 big booms. And so this team really solid. And again, if you don't have Gigi, Cantarella is not a bad option. So what I like to do is this. So I go in, we start the attack. W parry. Oh, great heavens. Never mind. I'm just whack. I guess I'm not that guy. Sorry. My apologies. So we hit that. Before we hit that move, we're going to activate this burst, swap back, hit this big boom. Boom! Now we're going to swap to Cantarella. I'm going to activate the burst here. We should have max forte or close to it. I'm going to hit E, hold down heavy attack, and then start normaling. Then hit E again. Bam. And this should be more than enough. Or at least close. Yep. Perfect. And by the time you're here, we're going to hit a big boom. 300. Oh my god. I guess I'll like that. What the hell? And then I'll swap to Shorekeeper. And that's the rotation. It's very simple, very straightforward. And you're looking at like almost half the health pretty much just off rip, right? And again, we're going to go back in here. Now, what are you looking like? People have been telling me they're having some problems with Cantarella's, you know, energy. I mean, I haven't really had that issue on any of the accounts that I've tested with, but I don't know. That to me, like, I feel like we still get a clear here. I could be 1000% wrong and dumb, greedy, and stupid in a moment, but to me, I think we're still kind of eaten. But so again, back to full. And Stellar Rim still up, right? Okay. Oh, we literally just missed the Stellar Rim. So that is a little unfortunate. We did miss that there. Okay, maybe we don't get 5 big booms there. Maybe we only get like 2. Sag. But you could see very, very straightforward. There's nothing crazy about this rotation at all. It's honestly a lot easier than I expected. I thought Cantarella was going to be a lot more harder for some reason. But yeah, so you do that. We get another big boom incoming. Big boom. 353, yeah. 102, and then I'll do this, and we get a clear. Like you get the clear. And overall, hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here and I'm messing with it, you know? I'm having fun with it. I think she's dope. Cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, obviously, I could play with the stats a little bit more and I could give this Cantor a little bit more crit damage, but it's not my account. I'm not playing with the echoes. But the point is that Cantarella with String Master still works fine. It works. It works, right? And so this team composition is the best team composition. If you were running a Rosia Camellya team comp, which I could show you in a moment. I didn't do it on this account, so we'll see what happens. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make it actually work. And it's not the greatest thing in the world because realistically, at the end of the day, Cantarella's outro is only going to be giving you, again, that 20% havoc damage when, like, let's say you wanted to run a Donjin. Like, Donjin, I think, gives you 38, right, with the 4-star. Oh, 23. Okay, wow. I thought it was more than that. I guess I'm thinking of Sanwa's normal attack buffs. But I'll show you this one real quick, and then, yeah. So pretty much with this one, the process is kind of the same. You're going to want a double intro here. Mamma mia! Ba-da-ba-ba-chi. You're going to want a double intro. So I like to normally start off with Cantarella in order to... dude, he's so annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. This bro's the most annoying boss in the game. But I like to start with Cantarella first, get the coordinated strikes and whatnot. And then I swap here. When we get the damage boost with her, and then we swap back to Rosia. That way we can get her basic attack buff. Oh my god, bro. he's just insufferable. He's just insufferable. But whatever, it is what it is. I did switch Erosia back to Moonlit, and I did switch Cantarella back to the Havoc support set, by the way. So there we get that. That's the ephemeral. Bam, 189 or I think it was 189 or 185. But and that's pretty much like the rotation on this one. The timing might be a little weird because of the fact that homie just runs around like an asshole. 101 on a burst is fucking crazy, I will say. So, and then we do that. Mamma mia. Barababachi. And then we get the burst up. Burst is no problem here. We're going to get close to max forte. Or max forte. See, this is an absolute win. Day. And we're going to get our Concerto energy. We're gonna hit this echo. Bam. And now, again, if you're running a Shorekeeper here, it's gonna do better. Like it is, Shorekeeper is absolutely gonna outperform this team, but this team is also absolutely usable. We didn't crit, and that's one of the negatives. You know, Shorekeeper gives you that absolute insane crit rate, crit damage buff, and unfortunately, we didn't get proc a crit there. We go here, boom. And we didn't proc a crit there either. Sag. I'm gonna pop this burst again real quick, and then I'm actually gonna. Let's see. Can we get it? Oh, Sag. Sag. Oh. Ah! This homie. What an asshole. What an asshole. You get the point, though. It is doable. It's not recommended. I would not sit down and tell someone, hey, pull Cantarella for that team composition, because as you could see, it could be a little clunky, it could be a little weird. It absolutely can work unless there's a different way to do it. Again, I like to go with Cantarella first into Camellya. That way she gets the Havoc buff with building up her ephemeral. Swap back to Rosia, do the Rosia big boom, and then swap back to Camellya to get the full buffs. So yeah, I think overall, while Cantarella is a very solid unit, a very, very solid unit, since, you know, she's not a must pull. And I think that's okay. I think that's fine. She will just get better with time. So if you want to get her, it is a safe pull, especially if you plan on pulling her main DPS, which will come out eventually, that she will support with Havoc damage and Resonance skill damage. Or if you're saying, I know I want to pull Jinhsi and I don't want Gigi, then it's a safe pull, but it's not a mandatory pull, and that's what I like. So with that being said, I love you. I'll see you in the next one.